ayun. Okay, so once again, good day and thank you no for waiting again no for this discussion. Again, as I mentioned, no, in the Philippines, the curriculum for preparatory, kindergarten, elementary, junior high school, and senior high school is crafted no by several key stakeholders with leadership no and oversight provided by the Department of Education or DepEd. Syempre, number one dyan yung DepEd. DepEd is the primary agency responsible for developing, overseeing, and implementing the basic education curriculum in the Philippines, which includes, again, as I mentioned, preparatory, kindergarten, elementary, junior high school, and senior high school. Now, sabi ko nga po kanina, DepEd's curriculum instruction strand no develops no and updates and monitors curriculum content and implementation, especially on the following division within DepEd, no? So, mayroon po silang tinatawag na Bureau of Curriculum Development, responsible for crafting and updating the curriculum, ensuring it aligns with national goals, learning competencies, and 21st century skills. Meron din po silang Bureau of Learning Delivery or yung BLD. Sila naman yung in charge or focuses on the implementation delivery no? and assessment of the curriculum, supporting schools and teachers in effectively teaching the curriculum. So, nasa kanila yung training, nasa kanila po yung monitoring, yung delivery ng program, nasa kanila po lahat yan no? Sa department na yon. Meron din po ang DepEd na Bureau of Learning Resources, yung BLR nila. This department ensures the development and availability of learning materials and resources align, syempre, with the curriculum. Sa DepEd, meron silang tinatawag na subject area experts and educators. Meron ba dito? Meron po ba dito connected sa DepEd na ang inyo pong task ay, or member ng subject area expert and educators? So, DepEd Open collaborates with curriculum specialists at yung tinatawag nilang subject matter expert and experienced educators when designing curricula. No? These individuals no, are typically involved in curriculum writing teams no, made up of teachers, nandiyan si principals, academic expert from both public and private institutions. So, yun naman ang kagandahan. So, nag-involve sila ng from public and private schools, no? They have also a consultant from higher education institutions, no? Like universities which provide insights and research on best practices in education. Meron din po silang ini-invite na mga professional organization. Halimbawa po yung PAFTE. Ano pa yung mga related sa let's say kung MATTED, no, yung Mathematics Teacher Association of the Philippines, no, yung Reading Association of the Philippines, no, and other discipline-based groups contribute expert advice and inputs for specific subject areas. Ganun po ginagawa no ang DepEd Memorandum Order para po sa paggawa ng curriculum. So hindi isang tao lang po yan. So grupo siya na gumagawa ng curriculum bago po ilabas yan at ipa-implement sa public and private institution. We have of course, kung mayroon tayong central office ng DepEd, no, na nasa Pasig ba yon? Pasig, no? Meron din tayong tinatawag na regional and local education offices, no? Regional and local DepEd offices provide feedback and support during the crafting and implementation of the curriculum because these regional and local education offices help identify local needs, ensuring the curriculum is relevant, syempre, at responsive to the region's linguistic, cultural, and contextual diversity. Nandyan po sa bawat region ang tinatawag nating schools division offices. Magkakandak na research po dyan kapag kailangan nyo po ang mga magsagot yung mga faculty or teachers na galing sa government agency, kailangan nyo pong gawa ng letter sa school divisions offices. SDO help tailor DepEd's national curriculum to local context through yan sinasabi ng localization and contextualization. Okay? Siyempre, bawat region, meron silang regional directors and superintendents. Meron po ba tayo ditong regional directors na at saka superintendent? Congratulations. No, they are the one who review and provide inputs to ensure the curriculum reflects local realities and syempre yung capabilities. Ang DepEd po ay nag-i-invite din ng mga stakeholders. Kapag kayo pinagawa ng research, pag sinabing stakeholders, include parents, student, industry representatives, and community. No? And the community. Now, DepEd involve parents, students, community, and industry representative in the consultation process because they believe that their feedback help ensure that the curriculum remains relevant to students, actual learning needs, and the demand of the workforce. Sa case po ng senior high school, the technical vocational livelihood and academic tracks are crafted with input from industry representative to ensure alignment with labor market needs.
Mangtod ka tayo, mga yakwa na.
Okay, continue. Okay. As I mentioned, dun po sa senior high school na curriculum, mayroon tayong sinasabi na academic track at techbook. O kaya academic strand o kaya techbook tracks. No? Yung technical, vocational, livelihood. Okay? So again, dun po sa kapag create nila ng curriculum para sa techbook or yung mga ICT, yung mga HE, yung mga STEM para sa academic, yung pong ABM, gas, at saka humanities, they crafted with the input from industry representative to ensure alignment with labor market needs, as I mentioned, and higher education requirements. Kasi nga po, senior high school, yun po yung preparation para sa college. But still, wala naman po tayong batas sa Pilipinas na kapag ikaw ay nag-take ng STEM, hindi ka pwedeng mag-take ng criminology. Wala pa tayong ganun, no? Hindi naman, wala pa rin po tayong sinasabi na kapag hindi ka, let's say, gas ang kinuha ko or humanities, hindi ako pwedeng mag-take ng allied health. Wala pa pong ganung batas. Still, kahit po anong kinuha natin strand sa senior high school, still we are allowed to take anumang gustuhin natin sa college. Kaya lang, mayroong mga mayroong mga universities right now po, hindi na pinapayagan palang tumanggap ng senior high school ang state universities and colleges at saka yung mga local universities and colleges. Hindi na po sila pinapayagan ngayong tumanggap. So ang senior high school po ay ano na po, para lang po talaga sa mga private kadalasan ngayon. Ano po, dahil meron mang voucher. Now, syempre, meron din silang legislators and policymakers. Now, while DepEd crafts and implements the curriculum, the overall direction and reforms are influenced by legislator and policymakers through education-related laws and policy. Katulad po nung Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. May mga educators dyan, or syempre, mas nating tawagin na RA 10533. That is mandated the K-12 program, which extended the basic education cycle and introduced senior high school program. So, the legislative bodies collaborate with DepEd to ensure that curricula meet national development goals and align with global standards. At hindi lang po 'yun. Ang DepEd po ay nagkaroon po ng consultation with international and local education bodies. The DepEd also consult with international bodies like UNESCO, UNICEF, and ASEAN Education Minister for best practices, standards, and trends in education. This allows the Philippine curriculum to incorporate global perspectives while maintaining local relevance. Ganun po ikinakrap yung curriculum. So, pag inilabas po nila yan, hindi yan po ay pwedeng 2 days, 3 days, hindi po ganon. Umaabot po diyan kadalasan din ng mga years bago pa po ma-finalize yung isang curriculum na i-implement. No? So, ano nga ba ang process ng curriculum, ng paggawa ng isang curriculum. Number one, research and benchmarking. So, yung sabi ko kanina, yung expert, review the existing curriculum. Siyempre, kung mayroon na existing, i-review yon at magbe-benchmark against international standard. Okay? Then afterwards, drafting and development. So, dito naman papasok yung mga subject matter expert along with DepEd. No? Create initial drafts of the curriculum. Then afterwards, consultation and reviews. So extensive consultation are conducted with educators, with parents, with industry, student representatives, and other stakeholders. Kapag okay na po yan, nagkaroon ng consultation, okay, ito yung curriculum ng grade 11, ito yung sa grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. Then ito sa senior high school, grade 11, grade 12. After po noon at nag-okay na siya, diyan na po papasok yung pilot testing. Okay? So pilot testing, the curriculum is tested in select schools to ensure feasibility and effectiveness. So okay na, dumaan na sa proseso na pilot testing na siya. Ipinapilot testing siya sa piling mga eskwelahan, hindi sa lahat muna. Okay? Then afterwards, nag-okay na siya, dun pa lang po ang finalization and approval. No? After revision based on feedback, the curriculum is finalized and approved by the DepEd's Curriculum and Instruction Division. So sa DepEd, meron po tayong DCID or DepEd Curriculum and Instruction Division. Then afterwards, syempre implementation and continuous review. So the curriculum is rolled out nationwide and undergoes periodic review and revision to ensure it remains up to date with educational needs. So again, crafting the curriculum for basic education in the Philippines is a collaborative effort, no? Led by DepEd, supported by subject matter experts, educators, regional offices, stakeholders, and international bodies, ensuring it meets national and global educational standards. Ganun po ginagawa ang curriculum sa Pilipinas. Now, sa ngayon, meron po tayong, di ba sabi ko nga kanina, pag nag-create ng preparatory, kindergarten, elementary, junior high, and senior high, nagpapalo po tayo sa basic education curriculum guidelines. Siyempre, set yun ng DepEd. Now, each level has distinct learning objectives. Alam nga naman parehas yung objectives ng preparatory sa kindergarten. Siyempre, hindi pwede. Ano po? So, each level has distinct learning objectives. Siyempre, magkaiba rin ang competencies at saka ng subject matter. Based po yan. Kung kayo po'y taga-DepEd or nasa DepEd, based on DepEd Order number 21 Series of 2019 and some other pertinent policies. No? So, isa-isahin natin, pagtiyagaan natin, ano ba yung consideration at guidelines sa bawat stages ng curriculum? Halimbawa po sa preparatory, yung tinatawag nating preschool. Ano pa? So ang content ng preparatory level, typically for 4 to 5 years old, aims to prepare children for formal schooling by developing foundational skills in communication, physical development, and social interaction. The key content areas, no, syempre, ng preparatory or ng preschool curriculum, number 1, language and literacy. Okay? Siyempre, focus po yun sa basic language skills, katulad po ng listening, speaking, pre-reading, and pre-writing. Sa preparatory, meron din po yung mathematics, no? Number recognition pa lang po yan, shapes, patterns, and basic counting. Meron din po yan na physical and motor development. Gross and fine motor skills through play, dance, and simple exercises. Meron din po silang socio-emotional development, no? Sharing, cooperating, and following simple rules. Tinuturuan na po yung preschool, no? Siyempre, creative arts and expression, katulad ng drawing, singing, and imaginative play. No? Imagine at early stage. No? And itinuturuan na rin po sila about health, nutrition, and safety katulad po ng basic hygiene, proper nutrition, and safety practices. O tandaan nyo kung kayo po ay nasa preschool, baka may namimiss po kayong ituro. No? So kailangan may language and literacy, may mathematics, physical and motor development, socio-emotional development, creative arts and expression, health, nutrition, and safety. Ano yung mga considerations no, sa preschool? Number one consideration dyan, developmentally appropriate activity should be child-centered, play-based, at dapat experiential. No? Sa preschool, learning is informal and interactive. Dapat focus siya on holistic development rather than academic rigor. Ano po? So, prepare age-appropriate assessment tools katulad ng observation checklist and anecdotal records. Okay? So, alam nyo na kung paano gagawin kapag preschool. Paano naman kapag kindergarten, Doc? Kindergarten is 5 years old, is mandatory under the K-12 program, and it is designed to develop children's readiness for formal education. The key learning area, syempre, number one dyan, mathematics. No? Basic concept of numbers, shape, and patterns. No? Language, literacy, and communication. So, development of listening, speaking, early reading, and writing skills. Instruction can be in the mother tongue. Sabi nila, no? Another is the physical health and motor development. Must be fine and gross motor activities, including exercises, play, and simple task. No? May simple task na. Ano po? Kanina kasi simple exercises. This time, task na ibinibigay sa bata. Then, socio-emotional development. No? Encouraging independence na po. Yan na po yung cooperation at dapat alam na rin nilang mag-handle ng isang basic na responsibility, socio-emotional development for kindergarten student. Siyempre, hindi pwedeng mawala ang music, arts, and creative expression. So basic skills in drawing, singing, dancing, and other artistic expressions. Yung ang mama ang sumasayaw habang sumasayaw sa unahan yung bata, yung anak nila, no? Nagre-recite and so on, nagsisinging, sinasabay ni nanay sa likod and so on. No? So, at kindergarten, tinitrain na natin ang bata doon. At dito, nadagdagan na siya ng science and discovery. No? Exploring the environment through observation, asking questions, and dapat meron na po siyang basic problem solving. Take note ha, basic lang. Baka naman gawin yun agad siyang Then, lastly will be of course the personal and social value. Kanina anong sinabi natin kanina sa 'di ba lang siya health, nutrition and safety. No? And socio-emotional development, sharing lang, cooperating and following simple rules. Sa kindergarten, personal and social values. Yung manners ng bata, hygiene at basic interpersonal skills. May napanood ako sa TikTok, no? Or hindi ko alam kung TikTok or FB, no? Or kung saan mang social media, kasi matanda na si Doc. Parang sinasabi ng teacher na bakit, pagka yung bata, yung student, pangit yung attitude, sabi nung teacher na sa social media, bakit katabi ba namin Monday to Sunday ang bata? Parang mga ganon. So yung sisihan error. No? So, in kindergarten, no, manners, hygiene, and basic interpersonal skills must be not siguro learn or share with our kindergarten student. So talaga dapat at early stage, no, nag-guide na natin yung student para hindi siya kasi naging millennials kasi yan, hindi pwedeng ganun no? So, anong ginawa natin sa academe? Anong ginawa natin sa level nila nung sila nasa atin? Ano pa? Ano yung mga considerations sa kindergarten? Use mother tongue-based multilingual education. Yung tinatawag na MTB-MLE as the medium of instruction. Activities should be playful and focus on reading skills, not formal academic content. And You need to prepare daily lesson plans aligned with DepEd standards and competencies. Ano pa? Now, we have of course the elementary curriculum, no? Grade 1 to 6, no? The elementary curriculum focuses on holistic development across key learning areas. Ang key learning areas ng elementary ng grade 1 to 3, grade 1 to, syempre kapag grade 1 to 3, di ba? Sabi nila mother tongue muna, no? Developing literacy in the child's native language. No? So English, no, reading, writing, speaking, listening, and take note, dapat po merong comprehension skills. Kaya kung ang bata hindi nakakabasa ng grade 1 to 6 at ilalagay mo sa junior high, my God, ano mangyayari sa Pilipinas? May nagsasabi na bawal daw magbagsak. Di ko naman ano yon, no? Di ko alam yung ganung mga ano. It's just only ano, dumarating sa mga sabi-sabi, no? Then, mathematics, syempre basic operations, no? Andiyan na po yung fractions, hindi sa Sincha Junior High, ano? Grade 11, intermediate, no? Dapat meron na yung mga fractions, geometry, and problem solving. Nag-geometry ako high school dati, no? Parang gano'n na natatandaan ko. Then science, no? Introduce in grade 3 ang science. Ano pa? Natural phenomena, life sciences, physical sciences, and earth sciences, no? Nandiyan na po yan sa grade 3, nag-start na po. Meron na po tayong araling panlipunan or social studies, katulad ng Philippine history, geography, government, and civics, no? Nung elementary ako, talagang kahit madapa ako, alam ko yung bawat region, kung saan matatagpuan, and so on. Ngayon, naku po, tanungin mo ako. Next question, please. Ano po? So, pero yun, grade 1 to 6, no? Kasi dati pinaparesearch yun, no? Region 1, Ilocos Norte, ganun, di ba, nung elementary. Then, edukasyon sa pagpapahalaga. Ay, sorry. Ngayon kasi, parang edukasyon sa pagkapakatao na, ano, nung time namin, pagkapahalaga, parang ganun, ano? Ngayon, edukasyon sa pagkapakatao, values, education, focus on moral development, personal discipline, and ethics. Okay? Then, music, arts, PE, and health, yung MAPE, na tatawag nila. That is a creative expression, physical fitness, and health education. At by grade 4, meron na silang technology and livelihood education or or TLE. Nung time namin parang walang technology, no, puro livelihood. Kasi ang tinuro sa amin paggagawa ng silya, no, pagbabarnis ng mga tingting na silya, yung mga ganun tinuro sa amin, paghahalaman, parang gano'n, ano. So basic skills in practical areas such as cooking ngayon, ay yung carpentry, mayroon pa rin naman pala, in agriculture. So the same pa rin, ano. Okay, cooking, carpentry, and agriculture. So kaya lang may technology siya ngayon. Ano yung consideration sa grade 1 to 6? Dapat focus on spiral progression where subjects build on knowledge from previous levels. Spiral ha, dapat mga teacher. Use mother tongue as the language of instruction for the early grades. Sabi nga 1 to 3. Then grade 4 daw, yung intermediate ang tawag doon, transition to English and Filipino by grade 4 na po. Then integrate formative and summative assessment with focus on student progress and in all domains. No? Okay pa po ba kayo? Mabilis ba? Okay lang? Hello? Wala yata akong estudyante. Hello student, okay lang po. Kasi
Okay lang po, sir.
kala ko tuloy wala akong kausap. Sayang yung aking pinagdadakdak dito ba? Okay. Next will be the grade 7 to 10, ano? Tama ba? O grade 7 to 10 is junior high school, no? Junior high school follow the core subject laid out by DepEd, no? So ano yung core subject sa 7 to 10 or junior high school? English, focus on grammar, literature, writing, and oral communication. For Filipino, they have literature, communication skills, and grammar. For mathematics, we have algebra, geometry, statistics, probability, and basic trigonometry. That is junior high po ha, 7 to 10. Sa science naman po, meron silang earth science, arte, no? Biology, chemistry, and P6 with increasing complexity. Then syempre, araling panlipunan, world history, Asian history, Philippine government, no? Alam niyo pa po ba ang preamble, no? Talagang pinamemorize yung preamble na yan. Economics and contemporary issues. No? Sa junior high, meron silang ESP, no? Ethical principles, social responsibility, and personality or personal development. At syempre, meron silang tinatawag na specialized subjects na or courses. Yan yung TLE or TVL, no? Technology and Livelihood Education, Technical Vocational Livelihood. So, practical skills in agriculture, home economics, ICT, and entrepreneurship. Ano naman ang consideration sa junior high school? Siyempre, number one, as I mentioned, spiral curriculum po dapat, no? Continue the development of competencies with increasing complexity. Hindi po yung tinuro nung grade 6, ay grade 7 ng Earth Science or kaya ng English 1, the same pa rin ito English ng grade 8, grade 9, grade. Hindi po, dapat continuous. Ano po? Dapat nag-i-increase yung complexity. Prepared your student for senior high school by introducing career tracks and areas of interest. Nakakalungkot lang, no? Minsan, pag tinanong, anong strand or track ang gusto mo, hindi nila masabi. So, ano nangyari sa grade 7 and 8? Ay 7 to 10. Di ba sila po ang in charge para ma-introduce yung senior high school, ma-introduce yung career tracks at area of interest ng ating students. No? Ano po? Then, assessment include quarterly exams, may projects, at performance task sa junior high school. 7 to 10. Then, ito yung bagong-bago natin, ano? Pero I think ilang taon na bang senior high school, no? Senior high school, grade 11 and 12. So, senior high school offers a specialized track to prepare students to higher education, employment, or entrepreneurship. So, it consists of core subjects, applied subjects, at saka specialized subjects. Na? Sa core subjects, ano ang mga required? Oral communication, reading and writing, earth and life sciences, physical science, general mathematics, statistic and probability, understanding culture, society and politics, personal development, introduction to the philosophy of human person, PE and health. So kung kayo private school, yung nabanggit ko dapat available po yon sa core subject ng lahat ng track at lahat ng strand. Okay? Ano naman yung applied in specialized subjects? Siyempre, depende po yung sa academic track. Halimbawa po, STEM. Kapag STEM, prepares student for science and technology-related fields. Kasi po ang STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Kapag ABM naman po, focuses on accounting, business, and management principles. Kapag humanities, prepare students for social sciences, communication, and art fields. Then ang isa po ay GAS. No? Ang GAS naman po, or General Academic Strand, offers a mix of subjects from the other track. So pwede ka kumuha ng isa sa STEM, kuha ka sa isa sa ABM, kuha ka sa humanities, kuha ka sa GAS. Pero mo ay sa yung tatlo lang pala, no? STEM, ABM, HUMS, o kaya TechBook, pwede ka pong kumuha doon para sa GAS. Para sa isa sa specialized, okay? Another is, syempre sa TechBook, meron tayong art and design track, sport track, ICT, no? Home economics, agri-fishery, yun yung mga focus sa technical, vocational, livelihood track. Now, ano naman yung consideration? Syempre sa senior high, students should be guided in selecting track based on their career goals and interests. No? And take note, work immersion is required in senior high school, providing students with hands-on experience in their chosen field. Ensure alignment with DepEd's K-12 learning competencies. Pero may nagsasabi po na kailangan lang ng work immersion ay yung mga TBL, no? So parang wala pong discretion, pero syempre kung kayo po may idea, pwede niyo po ako i-correct, kasi narinig ko lang, pero ako personally, yung sa mga school ko po, meron kaming work immersion sa lahat ng strand. No, nilagyan namin, kahit kayo ABM, Kahit po kayo ay STEM, humanities, meron kayong work immersion. Pero may narinig ako ibang school na nag-o-offer na binibigyan lang nila ng work immersion ay yung kanilang TBL. Sino pong nasa senior high school dito? Ano po, lahat po ba mayroon or ano? Lahat ba mayroon? Senior high? O kape, 8 years na po ata. Kami po noon, YUMS meron po. YUMS daw meron. So, yes ma'am, Tess. Go ahead. Ma'am Punsalan.
Okay na. Wala naman po, sir.
Oh,
Sir, ano po, yun, yung sa senior high school po. Handle
ah,
po. Meron din.
meron din lahat ng strand, merong work immersion. Okay. Okay, thank you so much sa mga additional inputs. Merong school sa private na ganun ha. May nabisita ako na binibigyan lang nila is ano. Pero ako personally, meron ako maliliit na school, no? Meron sa Montalban, may cashier ako doon, meron ako sa Batangas. I always see to it na may work immersion na nakarelated sa kung anong gusto nilang course na kunin sa college. Ano po, kasi para iba pa rin talaga yung na-expose yung mga bata. Especially kung TBL, ano po, dapat talaga ang TBL. Pero yung mga STEM, kasi possible ang STEM, mag-ano sa barko, pwede naman mag-allied health, pwede naman ang dami nilang pwedeng gawin kahit ano po. Kaya as much as possible, may work immersion na 80 hours. Ano pa? Pero pag TBL, parang nagwa 120 kami no? Hindi ko masyadong ano. Okay? So, I think that's it for ano po, so i-ano ko lang ha, across all levels, no, bago ako mag-end sa DepEd, no, across all levels, no, alignment with DepEd K to 12 competencies, no, ang number one priority nila, 20% your skills integration, localization and contextualization.
Ginagawa man si no ka.
Oh, naka-on na.
Verbal.
Wait lang, wait lang.
O, ano?
Okay. Okay? Sige, napipindot. Okay lang po yan. Normal po yan. Inclusive education at saka assessment and evaluation. Yan po yung key consideration across all levels ng DepEd. No? So next time na ako magti-test na ha. Kasi ang test na naman by ano yon, by ang dami na sa test na. So focus lang muna kung DepEd at saka ano tawag dito? DepEd and CHED. Ano po? Okay? So, end ko muna yung recording para pwede itong i-post ng separate.